Hey, it's Chris, and in this video I'm going to review the Mountain Fuel Nutrition. So Mountain Fuel is a British brand and they're trying to make more more sports nutrition products, I guess, and they seem to be doing it in quite a organic fashion. This was the box that it came in compared to something like Huel, where they're trying to emulate the Apple packaging and be super fancy. And Mountain Fuel sent me this for their taster pack. One thing that I found quite frustrating, there wasn't really any nutrition information on their website, so it was hard to judge what their products were like and whether they were good, at least in terms of the nutritional values. So this is kind of an exploration for me, as much as I don't know what we're going to find in here. Let's have a look. So they do this sports jelly, which is like a gel. It looks similar sized to a gel, but they're calling it a sports jelly, which is a refreshing alternative to gels apparently. It does have electrolytes, but it's a 60 gram gel and it's only got 20 grams of carbs in there. The Torq gels that I normally use are 30 grams of carbs, because if you're aiming for 90 an hour, then that's a lot of gels if you're only getting 20 out of them each. What else have we got in here? So we've got a couple more gels. These are the sports jelly, again 20 grams of carbs, lemon and lime, cola flavored. Do like the idea of cola flavored. In fact, this one has 30 milligrams of caffeine in as well. We've got these little flapjack bars. No nutritional information all on these, so I'm not really sure what these provide. I assume energy, more than just a flapjack apparently. Don't really know what to make on these because they don't. There's ingredients, but there's no nutritional information. And then we've got these different drink mixtures, and Mountain Fuel seem to be trying to really differentiate what they've got. So let's try and line these up. Those are the extreme energy fuels. Okay, so they've got these recovery fuels, which have energy and protein in. Quite good. I know a lot of it's quite trendy to have just protein stuff, but actually if you're recovering from a hard endurance session, you want energy as well. So the 50 gram sachet, they've only got 11 grams of protein and 31 grams of carbohydrate in. That's not too bad. Normally expect a bit more protein, but fair enough. Chocolate and strawberry flavour. So then they've got the extreme energy fuels, which is the thing you would use in the race. So hopefully this is pretty carby. Let's find out. It's got 5 grams of protein in, 40 grams of carbs. So a lot of carbs, I like that. Quite a lot of protein though. Yeah, they're all 5.1 grams of protein. Not super sold on the idea of, they are fat free, but I'm not super sold of the idea on protein being on there. But a good amount of carbs, 40 grams is a healthy amount. Then they've also got these different things. So they've got this morning fuel, which is designed obviously to have in the morning. Energy, protein, probiotics. And then they've got this night fuel, which again is a thing to have before bed. So it'll be interesting to try all these out. I haven't given them a go yet. I'm going to give them a go, and then I'll continue this review. It'll take no time at all, because obviously I'll edit it together. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Sunday the 12th of July, what's going on? Well, just been doing a run for Ironman VR14. Been testing out my Solomon vest pack because we're going to have to do our own nutrition at Dalesman, and so this seems like quite a good option. I can take the soft flask. They are a pain to actually get any water out. Keep getting it on my fingers, and if anything's sticky, that's going to be really annoying. But so that's a work in progress. About to ride the virtual Tour de France on Zwift, and looking at nutrition as well. So I'm going to give these a test on the virtual Tour de France. I've got the sports jelly, the orange flavour, is it? I must say that somewhere. Oh, it's up there in invisible writing. And then I've got the cola one here with a bit of caffeine in. 60. Is that? Oh, that's 60 grams gel. No. 60 grams. So, wow, there we go. 30 milligrams of caffeine. Okay. Not too much. And then I've got the extreme energy fuel here that says it gives 1 drink hours of power, but it's got 40 grams of carbs in, so that's objectively not hours of power. But I'm going to mix that with 500 ml of water, and then afterwards I'm going to try the ultimate recovery fuel. It says I can mix this with milk and it'll produce a nice chocolatey milky thing. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's get this stuff mixed up and on the bike. That's good. Really, I find the tribe stuff quite grainy. This is not grainy. Reminds me of the Carb killer shakes. These things, I got really lazy and just started buying them in bottles. They are delicious. This stuff, really similar. I'm not sure I could tell the difference if I didn't know. Let's have a quick gander at the difference nutritionally wise between these. If I can find these. So this is it. This is a 330 ml bottle. So 200 calories of energy, 24 grams of protein. This one 170 calories of energy and 14 grams of protein. Now there will be a bit more in this because this is kind of a premix drink, whereas this I add milk to it and that's going to add even more protein as well. This is still a bit protein heavier though, but I wonder if it goes into details about what it's got salt, 300 milligrams. This one has 200 milligrams. There you go, this one's alright. Yeah, I couldn't really tell the difference. This one does have more protein and there's not a ton of difference, I think, once you add the milk. Been training with Mountain Fuel for a few weeks now, so I wanted to wrap up this review. And I'll just go through each item one by one. So first of all, the jellies. These are absolutely delicious. Really enjoy them. But there's only 20 grams of carbs in them, which is a bit frustrating because they're comparable to other size. So that's like same size as Cis, maybe a bit bigger than the High Five, and the Torq gels are the smallest of the lot. And the Torq gels, which are the ones I normally use, they've got 30 grams of carbs in. So I'd have to eat like, for every like 4 of these I'm eating 6 of these, which is quite a lot to carry on the bike or on the run. So I think there's a future for these, but I don't think it'll be a replacement for my Torq gels because there's just a lack of energy in there, especially when I'm doing like Ironman and I'm trying to hit 90 carbs an hour. It's just going to us like 4 of these gels, 4.5 of these gels, and that's a lot, but they are very tasty. The drink sachets, the Extreme Energy Fuel, these are good in some ways, in that there's 40 grams of carbs in there, that's good, and they taste really nice. I enjoyed drinking them. So I would say they're pretty similar to, say, the Torq powder you can get, or the Cis energy powder you can get. But they're similar to those also in that they're sticky. And I normally fuel with Lucozade. I really like it. I know a lot of triathletes don't like it, but I do. I like that sweet flavour, and I don't find it as sticky as these or the Cis or the Torq ones. They all get a bit sticky on the end in a way that Lucozade doesn't seem to, and it does have a stronger, sugarier flavour, which a lot of people don't like, but I don't mind that. And so yeah, I hate getting sticky. So again, I'm not sure about the Mountain Fuel yet. It might have a place, it might not. I think if I moved away from Lucozade, I'd probably choose this over Science in Sport or the Torq gels because it's very nice. The Ultimate Recovery Fuel. This, again, good points and bad points. So originally I used to use these Tribe ones, and these are super grainy. And even if I shake them really hard, I haven't tried blending it, but it's annoying. They're grainy and I don't like the grain. And then I found these Carb Killer Premix shakes, and these are not grainy, and these were perfect. And so it was interesting when I mixed up this to find out what it was like, and it was not grainy. It tasted like the pre-mixed Carb Killer gels, and I thought, brilliant. So these would be a good replacement. I think if I was traveling somewhere, these would be great. If you don't want to carry these heavy bottles, then this is a good option. The problem with these though is there's just not much protein in them. So this one's got 24 grams of protein. The Tribe one has 20 grams, and this has 11.5 grams per sachet. Now that's not terrible, because if you mix it with milk, you're going to get about 9 grams of protein from the milk. And so if you're aiming for that 20 grams post-exercise, this will do the job. But it means you have to mix it with milk. If you mix it with water, you're not going to get enough protein, which means on the go it's actually a bit of a hassle because it's hard to keep milk chilled unless you've got a nice fancy flask, when I could just take one of these bottles and get the 24 grams of protein. So yeah, it may well be worth putting up the graininess of Tribe just to get that extra protein. Maybe that's what makes it grainy, and the only way to make it less grainy is to put less protein in. But I think I'm going to stick mostly with the Carb Killer shakes, because these are okay, but they're just a little bit lacking in the protein, but they taste better than the Tribe stuff. And then finally, the Flapjack. I did find the nutritional information. It's down on the bottom here below the ingredients. Again, very tasty. I liked it. My 3-year-old liked it. It's a good Flapjack. It's with Flapjack, it's a mixture of fat and protein and carbs. So on the go, it's not the perfect race fuel if you're trying to perform perfectly, because you really just want carbs and you don't really need the fat. You've already got loads of fat. I certainly have loads of fat. I can't speak for you, but they're very tasty. It's like a snack just to eat. They're pretty good. So overall, yeah, I'm glad I've tried the Mountain Fuel stuff, and I think some of it will probably work its way into my nutrition somewhere, but none of it's really a magic bullet. I like the jellies. I just wish they had a bit more carbs in them. The recovery stuff is fine. The energy drink is good, but a bit sticky, which is true of most energy drinks. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. So I think Mountain Fuel have done a pretty good job, but I can't really say anything's a killer blow that's going to replace my current nutrition. I'll have to do a separate video 6 months down the road to see how that's worked out. I hope you found this video useful. If so, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cycling, running and triathlon videos.